Welcome to Yoga TX. My name is Savannah, and I wanted to do a video yoga from scratch, kind of like a total beginner's, where do I start? I want to start, but I don't even know where to begin. So let's just begin seated and take it from there. We'll go ahead and find our easy pose, or Sukhasana in yoga Sanskrit language. And sometimes this feels better with a blanket or a bolster underneath your hips, but if you don't have that, that's fine. We'll just begin here and take a moment to squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears, so as high as you can get them, and maybe even press down through the thighs to get a little bit of length through the spine. And then roll them behind you and feel the shoulder blades just glide down the back. And you might feel your heart rise up a little bit. This is good. I know we like to close off and contain ourselves, but see if you can just open up here and flip the palms up. And for a moment, just close the eyes and let's plant ourselves at the tip of our nose, so almost like a doorman, and we'll just watch the breath come in and out of the doors of our nostrils. So as you breathe in, follow the breath into the nose, down the back of the throat, into the torso, expanding the ribs, and then releasing that breath by drawing the belly in and watching it flow back up and out of your nose. Find your own pace of breathing here and see if you can just observe it. And if you were to influence it a little bit, let it be about length and depth. So sometimes our inhales draw in really sharply. See if you can smell a flower and take your inhale just like that, nice and slow, consistent. Starting your out breath by drawing the navel in. And if you're trying to flicker a flame in front of you but not blow it out, release it out of the nose. We'll just take 3 more rounds of breath like this. Allowing the inhale to draw us in, and allowing that exhale to settle us in our space. With your next breath in, allow the arms to reach out wide and inflate them up to a wide V. Try the palms in front of you and see if, as you lift the arms, if the shoulders do crunch up by the neck, flip the palms up and draw them down a little bit. See if you can really make space between your shoulders and your ears, and just hold some space here for yourself. Breathe into it. And as you exhale, we're just gonna tick-tock towards the right. So the right hand will come down towards the ground. Keep that left arm reaching up. And take the gaze up. You might use that right hand as a pillar to press and reach. Take a breath in alongside the body. Feel it come alongside the ribs. And as you exhale, begin bending that right elbow and reach over towards the right. So now we'll shine the palm down towards the ground. Take the gaze down towards the ground. Inhale the left hand up. Take the gaze up. As you exhale, flip the palm away. Take it behind the lower back and drop the gaze down. Find some length alongside of the neck for 1 breath. And breathe it all out. Your next inhale will open both palms up. Let them face the ceiling. Lift back up to a wide V. Exhale to tick-tock over toward the left. The left hand plants. The right hand keeps reaching up, and we'll raise our gaze up towards the left, or the right hand. And with that right side of your body, if you feel like you're starting to topple over, really press down that right side of your hip. Press down through the right thigh. Take another breath in here. And as you exhale, let that left elbow bend. Reach over a little bit further with the right hand. Take the gaze down towards the mat. Another breath in to lift the right arm up. Lift the gaze. As you exhale, draw it behind your back and drop the gaze down towards the mat. Nice and slow at the speed of your breath. Keep drawing that right shoulder up high. Take a breath in and let it out of your mouth. We'll inhale back up through center so the arms come out wide, the palms face the ceiling, the gaze lifts a little bit. Go ahead and exhale the hands in front of you so the fingertips facing the top of the mat. And we'll come onto our knees. And go ahead, if you know that you have tender knees, maybe you'd like to put a blanket underneath your knees, or maybe you double the mat and give it a little bit of cushion. So that always really nice options when you're first working with the body and learning what it means to listen to it. So listening the body means if you feel something odd, instead of being like, oh, okay, oh well, and just go forth, question it, investigate it. Widen out the fingertips, spread out the toes even, and press the toes into the ground. Find some balance between the back of your head and the back of your body, so allow them to be in line. Take a breath in. As you do, pull the hands back towards the knees, drop the belly down, and see if you can evenly arch the entire spine. So instead of just arching the lower back, see if you can find some arch in the upper back as well. Take another breath in here. And as you exhale, draw the belly in, round the tailbone down towards the mat, and begin tucking the chin in. The entire body arches, so not just the upper back, but also the lower back as well. See how far you can really draw that tailbone down towards the ground. At the start of your inhale, pull the hands back. Find some length through the upper back. Tilt the tailbone up. Exhale, drawing the belly in, pressing the mat away, and pausing here for a moment, really hollowing out the body. The toes are tucked. We'll hover the knees, press through the hands, and tilt the tailbone up. Begin to root the heels down towards the ground for downward facing dog. You might hear it called Adho Mukha Svanasana. So just fancy yoga words. It's not that scary. Start to pedal the legs out. Let the weight of the head drop. And close the eyes and find your breath again. So amidst all the movement and the new sensations in the body, I'm asking you to draw back towards the breath for a sense of stability and also for a sense of ease. Go ahead and look forward as you breathe in. And as you exhale, walk the feet forward. Take your time and then walk the hands back. Find a fold in your body, so instead of straightening out your legs and hanging your spine, allow the knees to bend, allow the chin to tuck. Find some weight in your feet. Spread the toes out wide and really feel the ground beneath you. As you inhale, drop the hips back, open the arms out wide. As you exhale, press through the feet, lift all the way up to standing, and release the hands down. Go ahead and roll the shoulders up by the ears again, release them down. And we're going to take just one sun salutation, so an introduction to flowing with your breath. And we're going to do it in a way that envelopes the movement in the breath. So let's start our breath in, and then let's start to rise the arms up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly in, start breathing out, and start to fold down. Finish the breath out. Bring the hands to the shins, begin breathing in, roll the shoulders away from the ears, press the shins away from you, finding a long spine. Start your exhale, draw the belly in, bend your knees, connect your chest to your thighs. Step the feet back to the mat. Take a breath in here, pressing the ground away from you. And as you exhale, draw the belly in and lower the knees. Hug the elbows into the ribs, so really find some strength between the elbows. Softly lower down. Press the tops of the feet into the mat and keep the elbows hugging in. As you breathe in, lift up through the back of the head. Finding a baby cobra here, exhaling to lower. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips up first, pressing through the hands, and then the knees will lift up. Tilt the tailbone up for a downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs. Inhale, look forward. As you start exhaling, step forward. Allow the chest to touch the thighs. Hang here for 2 breaths. Exhaling it all out. Draw the abdomen away from the thighs. See if you can find some more length in your lower back with that. Sit the hips back. And then let's step the left foot back. Seal the heel down. It doesn't have to be a very big stance. As you inhale, open the arms out wide. Press through that front foot as you lift all the way back up to standing. The head will raise last. And as you exhale, bend the front knee and bring both hands towards the heart. Let the palms touch. Check in with that knee, and if it's way over the ankle, go ahead and heel toe it forward so that that knee is riding right on top of it. And if you notice that back foot is starting to peel off the mat, or maybe that heel is lifting, roll down through the outer edge. Maybe that knee needs a micro bend to be in this space. And we'll just find a way to pivot our hips towards the top of the mat. with ease. So not just powering through it, but listening to these little areas in our body like, whoa, this is a new thing. How do I do this? Question it, feel it. And as you inhale, inflate the arms out wide. As you exhale, draw the belly in, feel the feet touch the ground, feel the legs, the muscles of the legs hug to the bones, find some strength here. And another breath in to lift the arms up a little higher. Exhale, both hands towards the heart. And go ahead and kickstand that left foot, drag it up. Point the toes away, so maybe they're barely touching the mat, maybe they're hovering. Let that front knee bend. And bring both hands towards the hips. And see if you can hips towards the mat again. And we're just going to test our balance a little bit. Draw the belly in. Feel the muscles alongside the spine hugging in like elevator doors closing. And then go ahead and step that left foot alongside the right. Sit the hips back for a high chair. Really ground down through the big toes and the pinky toes. Draw the palms together. Step the right foot back. And seal the heel down. We'll leave the front knee bent and we'll find its space over the front ankle. Bring both hands towards the heart. Breathing in to inflate the arms away from you. Feel the rib cage get bigger as you breathe in. Exhale, draw the belly in. Inhale the arms up a little bit higher. As you exhale, spread the toes out wide. Roll down through the outer knife edge of that right foot. Bring both hands towards the heart. Slowly step that right foot up to either a hover or a soft touch behind you, a standing plank with both hands at your hips. Maybe that right hip is lifted up a little bit. See if you can drop it down, square it to the top of the mat. Draw the elbows towards each other. As you inhale, find some length. Maybe that right foot hovers. Exhale it all out. Draw the navel in. That's your core support, your strength. And that right foot will come up in line with the left foot. Begin to fold down. Step the left foot back. And just start to rock into both feet. So find some buoyancy here. And then drop that left knee down. And as you inhale, reach the arms out wide. Press down through that front foot. Bring both palms together. Exhale, draw the belly in. And we'll just start to point the palms towards the right. If you need a little bit more balance here, you can heel toe that right foot out to the side, or you can tuck the toe if it's not already. Inhale the arms out wide. Exhale, both hands on the inside of the right foot. So if you haven't already, heel toe it over to the side. And we're just going to walk the hands away from us. Drop the hips down a little bit lower. Take a breath in here. Let the weight of the head drop. Exhale, see if you can drop the hips even lower. Keeping pressure in the front foot so that we can control the stretch. And then walking our hands back. Drawing that right foot back, coming to a tabletop. Taking a breath in to tilt the tailbone up, open the upper back. As you exhale, press the mat away from you, draw the belly in. Step that left foot up. Tuck the back toe for balance if you know that that helped you. Find some buoyancy between the legs by lifting up the back knee. Just start to wake up the hips a little bit. And you can make it as much as you want here. This is a really good place to get creative. So if you find yourself with like 2 minutes and you're just like, what can I do? It's a really nice place to rock. You can always straighten the front leg and bend back. Maybe you take a twist, all these options. But we'll go ahead and drop the right knee down. And as you inhale, inflate the arms up, press through that big foot. Widen the stance if you need to. So move that left foot over towards the side of the mat. Point the fingertips up. And on an exhale, draw the belly in, reach over towards the left. Spread the toes out wide. Open the arms out wide. And release both hands on the inside of the left foot. Walk the hands away from yourself. Press down through the fingertips and see if you can rise up through the heart. Start to walk the hands back. Press into that front foot. And draw that left knee back to a tabletop. As you inhale, draw the chin in, lean forward. And as you exhale, draw the belly in, lean the hips back towards the heels. Let the weight of the head drop and the forearms get heavy. Your breath in finds length in the spine. Come back up to tabletop, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, navel tucks in. Maybe the toes untuck as you shift so that you can go a little bit further back. Take a couple rounds of breath, just like this, moving into tabletop and back to child's pose. And if you want a little bit of an extra challenge already, maybe you try enveloping the breath around the movement. Before, then moving, finishing the movement, finishing the breath, starting the breath, beginning your movement, and then finishing the breath. Let's go ahead and rest here in child's pose with our forehead either in the mat or on opposite hands. And for a moment, just see if you can reflect on some of the things that you found in your body. So without judging the left side for being tighter than the right, take it as a little piece of advice. It's the body talking to you, and we need these little pieces of information to really cultivate a practice that serves us holistically. Go ahead and walk the hands back towards the knees. As you inhale, open the arms out wide, come onto the knees. As you exhale, draw both hands behind the back with the palms facing away. Take the gaze towards the left as you lower down towards the ground. Inhale the arms out wide. Exhale, the hands pull behind the back, gaze towards the right. And even here, as you do this, inhaling the arms out wide, gaze at the center, noticing which side of the neck is tighter. As you exhale, draw the belly in, hands behind the back, gaze towards the left. One more round, inflating the arms up as you breathe in. Exhaling the hands behind you as you breathe out and shift the gaze towards the right. Lifting back up so that your hips are on your heels. And finding yourself here with your eyes closed and your hands either resting at your thighs or together. And feel the breath making its own sort of movement along the spine. So there's physical yoga postures, but then there's the breath that makes its own movement. And see if you can emphasize on that movement. So allow your inhale to lengthen your spine and sit you up a little bit taller. And allow your exhale to provide you support by drawing the navel in and finding length in your lower back. And even if you just have a couple moments each day to notice the breath for what it is, the movement that it is, it really will make a world of difference. Drawing the palms together and setting a little intention to make this a habit of checking in, breathing intentionally, and moving your body from a place of non-judgment and non-expectation. Draw the thumbs to the place between your forehead. And know that we're here to support you in that journey, whether it's a new endeavor or one that you're just coming back to. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with us. I would love to hear about how this went for you. And maybe if you'd like to follow me on my personal yoga journey and things that I share live, you can find me on Instagram at Savannah, or you can find me online at shaktiyogatherapy.com. That's where I like to blog and talk more. So if you'd like any more, I'll be there. And keep an eye out for my 1-hour flow. I'll be doing that soon, and we'll release it in September, so you'll get more. I promise. Have a great day. Namaste.